You know, I was thinking about doing something funny for the intro, but just don't got it in me for that today. We're going to be looking at some more Martincitopants. This one is called I Built City Skyline 2's largest city, then I destroyed it. I approve. I approve. I don't really got anything else for this intro, so we're going to jump right into this great video of epic proportions and vandalism. Yeah, so make sure you check out Mark in the description, and don't forget, did I say Mark? I meant to say Mart. And don't forget to subscribe, it helps out a lot, and I really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's jump right in the video now, shall we? Or as Mart would say, let us begone.
Hello, sir. Hey! Hello again. Welcome to Poopville.
Poopville? Okay.
A few weeks ago, the wonderful people over at Paradox Interactive gave me access to an early build of City Skylines 2.
Alright.
And then...
So I'm assuming City Skylines probably looks a whole lot different now, I guess. Maybe, yeah. And where is Mark right now? Is this on one of his vlog videos?
An early build of City Skylines 2. And then, they put me on a crane. We'll talk about that later.
Okay. Yeah, they actually put him on a crane, alright.
In City Skylines 2, you build cities, construct townships, move people around with mass transit networks, and try your absolute hardest to not murder hundreds of thousands of people with a tsunami of poo. Since this is an early pre-release
that's the worst tsunami to get killed by.
Game, only a select few people can actually play it, which gave me a devilish idea. Without too much effort, I can probably make the largest city the game...
Damn alarm's going off. Shut up. Shut up. Alright.
...has ever seen.
Go back.
Only a select few people can actually play it, which gave me a devilish idea.
Yes.
Without too much effort, I can probably make the largest city the game has ever seen.
Alright.
And then, I can commit unspeakable atrocities upon my glorious creation.
I can't wait to see it.
Let us begin.
You said the thing. Let us begin.
Wanting to start things off properly, I began the game with tutorials. Move with the...
Hold on. I just took a screenshot of this and put it in my Discord group chat. Can't wait to see how
Wanting to
the
start things
reactions
off
from
properly,
Echo.
I began the game with tutorials. Move with these keys. Tilt the camera with these keys. Build roads like this. Zoning. And before I knew it, I had built the beginning of a small town, burgeoning with life, ready to take on the future, inhabited by the brightest of a new generation.
A town of bustling opportunities, limitless growth.
Now your mic is muffling like crazy right now. Oh God! You gotta be kidding me!
Yep.
Of course.
That's,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Unlike the first game, I had no limit on the amount of terraforming I could do, which meant I could do things like this.
Christ.
For this city's road network, I had conceived an incredible solution to traffic. Triangles. This amazing technology makes every single intersection in the city 6 ways. You might think this is very stupid,
Yeah.
and it is,
Yeah.
but what's even stupider is this type of intersection actually exists in real life. And where else would it exist than beautiful, sunny Los Angeles?
Of course it's LA. Of course it's in California. Yep. Of course. Why wouldn't something stupid like this not exist in California?
Real intersection is even worse than these ones though, because it doesn't have any traffic lights. Just 6 stop signs.
Or why wouldn't something like that? Or, you get what I'm saying. Of course that something like that would exist in California.
What the fuck? With traffic 100% solved, forever, I could move on to more important things,
huh?
like schools, police stations, water infrastructure, fire stations, and most importantly, somewhere to put all the poo. How about,
The ocean.
here.
What?
Once the poo had been successfully routed into the poo-cano, it was only a matter of time until it filled. Well,
Oh my God. That is like... You know, like... You know, if they ever brought back, like, executions or whatever... I don't even need to go any further to know where they're gonna put them. As they already have a place for that, and it's gonna be horrible.
A matter of very long
It'll
time.
be one of the worst ways to go out. Yeah.
I spent about another hour on the city, and by then it had filled to about here. Not very high. And that meant it was time to drink.
Oh, no.
Placing a water pump inside the poocano resulted in fresh poo being delivered directly to people's taps, which caused the entire city to either pack up and leave, or die.
Yeah, I'd leave too.
Poopville was no more.
Yeah, and for good reason.
And with that, we move on to attempt 2.
Alright.
Gentlemen, welcome to Penniston.
Penniston? Oh.
This city went a little
That looks pleasant.
better than Poopville. A little. This time, I spent a bit longer learning the basic principles of the game, and examined things that had been changed from City Skylines 1. Things like much larger, really nice looking service buildings, like this coal plant. Ooh, or this landfill. I checked out the new zoning, pedestrian-only streets, the grid tool, and of course, radio announcements telling you what's going on in the city.
The commercial district is booming.
More radio announcements.
So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
And my personal favorite,
There's a widespread concern over fears that an insidious underground criminal organization has seized control of the area.
Recent crime stats confirm that the crime wave has certainly gripped our region, and it's showing no signs of letting up.
If this is what the criminals in this criminal organization is like, that's taking over places, if you get taken over by a criminal organization with a competency of this, you just deserve to be taken over by it at that point.
I don't like the sound of that, Glenda.
We'll be back after this.
Jesus.
fuck! Oh, this was great. So,
Okay, maybe not. I might have jumped the gun a bit.
flattened a bit of land, and got to work on the next area. I did a bit of bus stuff, zoned a bunch of housing, built these terrible, awful roads connecting everything, and then people started drinking poo again.
Why did that happen?
Fucking goddamn. Attempt 3.
Jesus.
Before attempt 3 began, I had a few things to do. Namely, fly all the way to Germany, hang out for a few days, and then get hoisted 50 meters into the air by a crane. Now that we're in position, it was time to begin our fabulous new city. When naming this new city, I tried to think of a name that inspired greatness.
Why?
Get hoisted 50 meters into the air by a crane.
Just... You know, this has probably got to be quite the crazy setup here. Now, here's a question. What happens when one of them have to use the bathroom? Because that's gonna be one fun trip down.
Now that we're in position, it was time to begin our fabulous...
And while I'm not afraid of heights, this is not exactly something I would be doing. Because I'm just like, no. No. I'm just, no. Because like I said, I'm not afraid of heights, but I'm not about to risk the possibility of possibly falling off and just straight up dying. I'm good now.
New city. When naming this new city, I tried to think of a name that inspired greatness. A name that made me think.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I do not trust this. I just don't.
By a crane. Now
Like, I'm pretty sure there are safety measures, like I see some straps and everything, but I'm just, no, I'm not doing this. This just looks like some stupid idea that Mart would pull in some of the video games he plays. Yeah. So I'm just like, no, I'm not doing this, alright? I'm just not.
Position, it was time to begin our fabulous new city. When naming this new
Especially
city...
if they're gonna do this. Like,
now that we're in position, it was time to...
Like this, like you're gonna put the sun right in my face like they're doing with Mart right here? Like, nah, no.
Begin our fabulous
Honestly, that might be the worst part about this, honestly. That actually might be.
City. When naming this new city, I tried to think of a name that inspired greatness. A name that made me think.
No point. What'd you call it?
Gentlemen, behold, the grand city of... This time, I wasn't going to keep messing around. This time, I would research the ins and outs of city building, and I would construct a wonderful, perfect, flawless utopian city. So first things first, I did some research.
Okay.
And with that research completed,
Jesus.
here are my findings.
Alright. Okay.
So, we want to build the largest
Can't
possible
see
city.
anything.
A city that has an
And that's why this next attempt's gonna be not gonna work, because he can't see what he's doing.
extremely high population, all buying products, driving their car, and most importantly, pooping out their butt.
Oh my
Well, to get to
God.
that point, our new city of couldn't just be a huge grid with nothing but apartment buildings. Believe me, I tried.
Honestly, that would be like something that would happen in Martincitopants. Just he builds a city like this and then gets attacked by the skibbity toilets. Jesus.
New city of couldn't just be a huge grid with nothing but apartment buildings. Believe me, I tried. No one moved in. This city needed to be attractive. People had to actually want to move in. And that substantially complicates things. So, why would a citizen want to move here? Well, maybe they've got a good job, or the amenities are nice, the shops sell cool stuff, the city services are reliable, it's safe, there are dudes that be selling that good Zaza, plenty of crack, a nice, pleasant location to gamble away my kids' college fund, hookers on every street corner. The reasons one might want to live in a city are truly endless. So we have to try to accommodate as many as possible. First and foremost, they need somewhere to live. So let's build some roads, zone them for low-density residential, and wait.
Hey.
Hooray!
There you
Our
go.
first citizen, the Pooh Man. If I wanted the Pooh Man to actually stay in this city, I needed to build a few service buildings. A
Well, the
groundwater
Pooh Man looks pretty sophisticated right there.
pump for pumping groundwater.
Oh.
A windmill for milling wind. An industrial sector for people to work at. And then I had to decide on a place to put the poo.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'll put it here. Once that was all done, I zoned a few more things,
Okay.
and then just sort of sat back and watched my creation do its magic. I even found a dog.
Hey.
Bar.
And there we go. Our first milestone. Ooh. This milestone unlocked a few new service buildings. I placed down a medical clinic, a cemetery, an elementary school, a landfill. The city of was definitely making me go With the city now growing quite quickly, came even more unlocked. Roundabouts, fire stations, police stations, higher density housing, specialized industry, and before I knew it, had reached 1,000 population. And nighttime.
Nighttime.
Nighttime in this game looks quite nice. Now, the build I was playing on was quite an early one, which meant it came with a few bugs here and there.
Cool.
My favorite of which being gas stations with,
What the
rather
hell?
powerful lights.
Yeah.
So,
I think it, lit up too much, yeah.
what next? Well, now the city had reached 1,000.
Like, don't worry about, don't worry about accidentally, smoking a cigarette at the pump or anything. The place is already lit the hell up. Jesus Christ.
population, I had to do something truly awful. I had to start thinking. You see, in the first game, all big cities had one common struggle: traffic. If I wanted the city to be truly huge, I had to get on top of traffic before it became an issue. So of course, I did some more research. Holy shit! Roads. Roads on the surface may seem simple enough. Get them wrong, and disaster will follow. So, how do you not get them wrong?
Jesus.
Well, by following a few basic principles of road networks. First being, roadway hierarchy. You probably already have a vague idea of what this means. Obviously, a highway has a pretty different purpose than the road that goes to your house. The hierarchy goes like this: highways, then arterial roads, then collectors, and then local roads. They don't necessarily need different numbers of lanes or higher speed or really anything distinguishing them. The distinction is more about where they are in the network than what they actually look like. Each step down the hierarchy trades off mobility, or how fast you can get from point A to B, with access, or how many things you can put on that road. Local roads have the highest access, but lowest mobility, while highways have the highest mobility with the lowest access.
Alright.
Speaking of highways, hey,
Oh.
there's a highway right there.
Yeah.
So, back to the city of... We can
Jesus.
see that these basic road principles have already been used. This road here is an arterial road.
Yeah, I'm just now remembering. I think Jay Schlatt played one of these types of games and just repeatedly kept destroying the place. And something came to mind. Obama Kunduz Hospital, I believe. And that hospital's not there anymore. I believe that was a thing too. I might have to check that out at some point.
Road. We've got some collectory looking dudes off to the side here, and all our houses are placed nicely along local roads.
Alright.
Next up, another neighborhood. An arterial road up here, and... wonderful. As our city grew larger, we unlocked even more stuff. This stuff is quite important, since we need to keep our citizens happy so more move in. In order to keep our citizens happy, I had devised a devious plan.
Fuck that boy. Oh, Jesus.
With the city sufficiently, lathered in parks, I could add more stuff. An industrial area here, some mixed-use developments over here, a college here, an experimental pedestrian-only street with shops over here, and before I knew it, 5,000 population.
Hey.
At this point in the game, issues start cropping up.
Oh,
our cash flow is still negative.
Oh.
Or there's a little bit of traffic. Or there's a giant forest fire bearing down the city.
No, Smokey's pissed.
After all, that's fine. We're going to take the noble path and completely ignore it. See, in City Skylines, road design and layout will only get you so far in fighting traffic. The best way to stop jams is for there to be no cars there in the first place. Gentlemen, it was time to busy ourselves.
Why do I feel like he's just gonna empty it just by destroying the bridge while everyone's on it and then just build another one over them?
With public transit.
Okay. Oh.
At our small scale, we only really have the capacity to add buses.
I wonder, it's probably actually like that in public transit. It probably actually is. I wouldn't know because there's none in the area I live in, and honestly, I'm fine with that.
So we'll add some buses. I remember first playing City Skylines 1 and spamming the shit out of buses absolutely everywhere. Doing this resulted in bus lines that look something like this. Now yes, this line does in fact service a lot of people, but if you look here and want to go here, instead of the bus going straight there, it goes here, then around here, and then stops here, and finally arrives here. This system is dumb.
Yeah.
It's far better to have a bus that just goes from one point to another in the city, and then stops in between. With that said, here's my first bus route. It takes people from the apartments to the industrial area and back. Simple. Now of course, the whole point of doing this is to allow people to get around without using their car. The vast majority of people, when given the choice between a bus and a car, all else equal, will almost always choose a car. This is great if you want your city to look like this, but I don't. So we need to make the bus a viable alternative. We can do this with bus lanes to prioritize bus traffic, or by not providing parking near the destination so they can't drive there. What's more important, however, is that the public transit system has layers to it.
Okay.
Public transit isn't just buses. It's also trams, metro, ferries, trains, and even aircraft. All these systems should mesh together to provide a viable alternative to just getting in your car and driving to your destination. The end result? Well, hopefully, not this.
Yeah.
With the beginnings of our public transit network layout came rezoning. If I wanted this city to be the largest the game had ever seen, these single-family homes were no good. In their place, I zoned for mixed use, which are just apartment blocks with shops on the bottom. Instead of housing 4 or 5 people, mixed-use developments can house 60 to 80. Of course, I couldn't rezone everything at once, so I just did it gradually. Bulldozing Grandma's house, only every so often.
Only so often.
With
only
more
every
population,
so often.
once again, came more unlocks. This time, we'd unlocked the office space. Why work in a dangerous, hazardous manufacturing job when you can just sit on a computer and slap a keyboard for 8 hours a day? Hey, wait a minute. Offices have a few advantages over industry. The important one being, they don't produce pollution. This means that we can place them wherever we want. They also employ a higher proportion of educated workers. This is good when your city has a high level of education. Mine doesn't, but it's nice to think that maybe someday it will. In the meantime, though, the citizens needed to be put back to work.
Alright. Jesus.
Oh, shit. In particular, we needed more industry.
Oh,
shit.
one of them didn't survive. Oh no.
In particular, we needed more
whatever. That just meant they weren't fit to live.
industry. Perhaps
it's survival in the fittest up in this city. Alright, they clearly weren't fit enough.
This chemical plant building thing, which looks really cool, and what a drink, whatever funny liquid it produces.
Jesus. Oh god. Jesus. He's lost it. He's lost his mind. He's truly lost it. He has lost his mind, and now he is just seeing stars. He's seeing stars, galaxies, black holes, whatever. His mind has left the atmosphere. It is gone. See? He's just gone. Jesus Christ. Up, and yep, he crashed.
Oh, fuck. In that time I spent doing whatever it was that I was doing, the city had managed to pass the 15,000 population milestone. Nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and I was still on the crane.
They gonna take them off?
It's been a long time, guys. Can you please?
Yeah, they gonna take those guys off? How long have they been up there? Like, put me down. Put me down. How long's he been up there? He's probably been up there for a few hours. It's just like, brother, take us down. Why do you want us to be up here? How did they even get him to sign up to this? Like, just... Is that a drone? That's a drone up here. Someone's recording with the drone, probably. But yeah, this... And I don't like the fact that the crane says hack, because I'm just like, is this just a hack or something? And that's like, right there, and like, let us down.
Let me down, please, guys.
Yeah.
Everything in was going perfectly. The commercial district was...
The commercial district is booming as the
industry was on the rise.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when this
A housing shortage was driving up prices in the area.
housing shortage is driving up prices.
Well,
in
do
the
they want
area.
Oh my god, yes, I get it. Do
Well,
these...
do they want to narrate, or are you gonna let Mart do it? Okay, like, come on, make up your damn mind. Well, I just spent a half hour on a porcelain throne. My bowels hate me. Yep.
radio announcers ever shut the fuck up.
No, Martin. We don't shut up.
And that's why he destroyed the city, because you wouldn't shut up. Great, it's all your fault.
Martin, time is running out. The citizens demanded Martin. The citizens want poo. Martin, the poo king
Are you-
is
No,
calling.
no, why are you
Oh
saying
my
this?
God.
This isn't right. Stop, please. Stop. Stop, please. Please stop. Go away. No, what are you talking about? I like the scene, please. What are you talking about?
This is a Green Goblin mask talking to him right now.
No, I don't want to fight with poo. No. No. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Right.
Well, I hit this new milestone.
Alright, neat.
Built this bridge thing.
Oh, that looks neat.
Yeah.
Martin.
Okay, well,
And
maybe we
also
could
very annoying to drive on.
try a port. You know, because it's got like the funny. You know, the funny. You know, the funny water vehicle. You know, the funny. So I made a port. Now the
Alright.
city has shipping access. Hooray!
Hooray!
Okay, how about a train yard and some trains? Alrighty, bam, trains. A stop over here, a stop over here, some tunnels connecting them all, this cool train bridge thing. Nice. How about a metro?
Nice.
Metro stations, tunnels, metro lines. The attractiveness of was truly off the charts. And in the next couple of hours of playing, the population ballooned from 15,000 to 50,000 people. This, once again, unlocked a swath of new high-density buildings.
Swath.
So to cram even more people into my more and more limited space, I zoned a bunch of high-rises. Was well on its way to city glory. But this huge influx did in fact cause a few issues. Namely, traffic. With so many people moving in all at once, car traffic coming into the city was truly huge.
Great.
So to combat this, I came up
Okay,
with...
I think there should be a law for this city. Hold on, go back. Alright, go back real quick.
cause a few issues. Namely, traffic. With so many people moving in all at once, car traffic coming into the city...
You see these dinky little pieces of shit cars right here? These cars right here? I think the city needs to pass a law where you can just straight up just bust right through these with your way bigger and way better car. I think you should just be able to floor it straight through it. Like it's straight up Mario Kart. If you're driving a piece of shit like that, I feel like that should be acceptable. There's my radical opinion. Will you vote for me for president?
was truly huge. So to combat this, I came up with a genius idea. A wonderful, pleasant, beautiful urban highway. Currently, there's only one access point into the city, but with our wonderful new urban highway and this cool bridge, there was now two.
It's a Golden Gate.
Okay, highways are cool and all that, but what's the best way to merge a highway?
If I know anything about Mart, that Golden Bridge, that thing's time is very numbered. Yeah.
With another road?
And it's the numbers that's counting down isn't exactly high.
Gentlemen, it's time to dive into the wonderful world of interchanges. So, you're an urban planner, and you've got a problem.
Okay.
You've got this big road going this way, and another big road going this way.
Alright.
How do you join them together? Well, with an interchange.
Jesus
There are
Christ.
several to choose from, and they all serve slightly different purposes. Trumpet interchange, three-way directional interchange, single-point urban interchange, cloverleaf, partial cloverleaf, diverging diamond, and everyone's favorite concrete abomination, the stack interchange.
What the hell?
Some of these interchanges are meant for moving traffic from one highway to another, like the stack interchange, while others are made for taking traffic off the highway and putting it onto a more accessible road. This is what we want for our new highway. So for this job, I chose the diamond interchange. Well, a pretty basic.
I'm glad I hardly ever come upon roads like these whenever I drive. Like, I think there's like only one area that's similar to this that I ever drive through, but I thankfully don't have to drive on it because I'm just like staying on like this area of it, just going all the way through it. But still, it's just like, I look at it, I'm just, anxiety's going up, man. Thankfully, I barely go around that area, but I can't tell if that's the lighting or if the building has fire in some of the rooms. I'm going to say it's lighting, though. I'm going to give Martin the benefit of the doubt and say lighting because I see this building right here, and it just looks like lighting.
Honestly, shit version of one, but a diamond interchange nonetheless. I repeated this basic shit design down the length of our wonderful stretch of road, and ended up with this. Once that was done, it was time to build a cool bridge all the way back to the mainland and connect it up to the highway down there. This requires another interchange.
Of course.
Hooray!
Hooray!
For this job, we're using a three-way directional interchange. As the title says, it's three ways, directional, and an interchange.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, with that placed down, this wonderful new section of highway is open for business.
So
And you know what that
behind
means? More expansion.
Expansion.
More expansion, of course, meaning huge influxes of new people. In just a few hours, the city managed to go from 50,000 population all the way up to 90,000. Huge swaths of new people making their way into the city via our new highway proved very quickly that the interchanges I had designed were in fact very bad, and I should feel bad about it. Fucking idiot, fucking stupid dumbass. Not to worry though, because one of my intercity trains I had the foresight of building was doing some serious heavy lifting.
Oh.
A couple of them were even full, holding 800 passengers each. All 800 of which got off at one station, causing this wonderful cascade of bodies to come flooding out, filling the streets like some sort of gelatinous
See, go back in here, like...
passengers each.
Yeah, I think this is another reason why I'm glad I don't have public transit, because I'm just like... This would make me uncomfortable. This actually would. Like, I imagine it's not always super damn crowded like this, like smushed in like this. But even then, I'm just like, this would make me super damn uncomfortable. I'm fine with just the car, okay? I'm fine just sticking with that, you know? America's too big for shit like this anyways to go all across the whole country anyways, and honestly, that works for me. Yep, because I see this, I'm like, nope, I'll stick with the car.
All 800 of which got off at one station, causing this wonderful cascade of bodies to come flooding out, filling the streets like some sort of gelatinous liquid.
Oh boy.
And with that,
Filling the city with gelatinous liquid. Yep, we're about the foreshadowing, especially with what I just saw.
gelatinous liquid.
And pause on.
Beautiful. And with that, more expansion. I built more neighborhoods,
go.
and more thousands of people flocked to me. Tram lines, highways, thousands of spaces for new buildings. It was only a matter of time before the population skyrocketed yet again.
Oh boy, great.
Yeah, except it didn't.
Oh.
For whatever reason, people had
okay
decided enough was enough, and they didn't want to move in anymore.
Oh.
What's worse is, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out why. Mousing over the citizen happiness meter revealed that citizens in my city were having a wonderful time. Lots of wealth, reliable city services, and no poo in the drinking water. Yet. This city is just good. So why then was no one moving in?
Well, was there a reason?
During this whole time of expanding the city, I had assumed that offices are just plain better than industrial areas. You see, offices can be placed anywhere, so I'd just been placing them wherever I pleased. Typically, right next to residential, so people wouldn't have to travel far for work.
Right.
Unfortunately, there's a limit.
Oh.
At some point, people get sick of their keyboard slapping and need manufacturing jobs. So I gave them what they wanted, and holy shit! A nice influx of tens of thousands of people.
Jesus.
I passed over 100,000, then over 150. People were literally dying to get to my city. And
Jesus.
predictably, The traffic was really bad.
Yeah.
I expanded
Jesus.
so much that I'd filled up the
That's like
barrier
LA traffic right there.
island. I expanded down to the mainland, filling it with a huge, expansive suburbia. I built over 100 elementary schools. The population grew still. I built these cool university buildings. The Large Hadron Collider, this needle-looking thing. And the population grew still. International airport, more suburbia. Nuclear energy, more industry. Trams, trains, more suburbia. Highways, skyscrapers, incineration plants, more suburbia. Infrastructure of all shapes and sizes. The city grew. And grew. And grew. And here we are, fellas.
All right.
300,000 citizens. I'm pretty confident this is the largest city ever built in City Skylines 2.
And now he's going to destroy it.
Now, let me ask you a question. What are 300,000 people good at? Maybe making a lot of money, or using lots of incineration plants, or perhaps producing lots of digital goods. Yes, they are good at all of those things, but they're most good at one thing in particular.
Yes.
They are good at pooping.
Oh, good God.
Gentlemen, I present to you the purpose of this city.
Oh,
What
jeez.
everything has been leading up to.
Oh,
I
God.
present the Poocano.
Oh, God. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Okay, it's all gone. Yeah, this isn't an Avengers level threat, because calling this that is an understatement. They can't handle this. This is beyond an Avengers level threat. Superman can't help you in this situation.
In the ensuing Poonami,
Here he is, just standing proudly above his creation, the destruction of his creation. Yep.
the entirety of was destroyed.
Yep.
Only one single person remained.
You.
The Pooh Man.
Oh.
If you'd like to beat
That
my
makes
record
sense.
and claim even more lives, pre-order this fantastic game with my link.
Is that what the point of it was? Just to build up a city as like this, and then just destroy it? Is that the whole point of this game? It wasn't just for a video? Is that actually the whole point of it? Because if so, I might have to check this out.
Goodbye.
I like the video that just popped up on screen. Jesus Christ. Well, that was definitely a trip. And rest in peace to, the city. Jesus. I love Martin videos. They're always great, man. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I did. If you did, go check out the original. It'll be linked in the description below. And go check out Martin himself. Go show him support. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. It helps me out, and I also really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.